In the late 1860s, whispers spread of a terror in the deep. A creature vast with a gleaming head, where the oceans run so steep. From the sailor's lips to the world's ear, a beast of fearsome might. A shadow in the waters clear that haunts the darkest night. Luminous, swift, and full of dread, it cut through waves like steel. Ships vanished where it led, leaving scars that wouldn't heal. On our wall, a monster from below, no one could agree. But tales of ships laid low spread panic across the sea. So the Abraham Lincoln sails away on a mission bold and grand, to hunt the beast that haunts the waves with a steadfast, fearless band. Captain Farragut leads the way, with resolve that won't be swayed, into the unknown, come what may, on a course the fates have laid. Professor Aronnax, with mind so keen, joins the hunt with hope in hand, to learn what lies unseen in the depths of this strange land. By his side, Ned Land stands tall, a whaler of renown, with harpoon sharp, prepared for all, to strike the creature down. With them sails can sail, loyal and true, ready for the quest. The crew is strong, the skies are blue, but tension stirs unrest. Excitement mixed with fear and doubt, as the ship sails on and on, to find the truth, to figure out if the creature's curse is gone. Days turn to weeks, no sign in sight. The crew begins to fear that all they chase is a tale of fright, a myth that's all too near. Yet Farragut stands firm, his gaze ahead, will not turn back, he cries, until the sea reveals its dread, and we face what in it lies. Then one night, beneath the moon's soft glow, the light appears afar. It moves with speed no man could know, like a living falling star. The crew prepares with hearts aflame to meet what lies in wait. For Aronnax come sail and met their fate, now intertwined with fate.
With tales of a monstrous creature that haunts the sea asleep. Captain Farragut stands firm, ice scanning the horizon wide. With Aronnax, Casil, and Ned, their courage side by side. Through oceans vast and endless, the search is fierce and long. The crew grows tense with each new day, fearing something's wrong. But then a flash, a glow at night, beneath the starlit skies. The creature moves with silent grace, the hunt is now alive. But won't they see a metal beast, not flesh nor bone nor scale? The Nautilus, a man-made force, no ordinary whale. It charges forth with deadly shadow looms, it's closer than they think. Lifted from the ocean's grip, aboard the metal shell, they find themselves within the lair where Captain Nemo dwells. The Nautilus, their savior now, the hunter of the seas, a fortress in the ocean's grasp, the depths their only peace. Now unfold. A man who roams the ocean's depths, his heart forever cold. He speaks of journeys far below, of worlds beneath the waves. But freedom slips from grasping hands, the hunt is now alive, as they become his slaves. Now prisoners of the Nautilus, their fates no longer clear. The wonder of the deep remains, but shadows blend with fear. A voyage like no other, through oceans vast and wide. We're lost within the Nautilus, no place on land to hide. In the depths of the ocean's embrace, we awoke in a world so strange. Steel walls and shimmering lights, a marvel beyond our range. Luxurious halls and rooms where no light of day could reach. Yet uncertainty hung like a storm as we questioned the depths beneath. Held in comfort, yet not at ease, for the future seemed unclear. What hand had brought us here? What fate would we now fear? In the heart of this iron well, with no land in sight, we pondered the souls who sailed on this voyage into night. Captain Nemo, a shadow in the light, eyes that pierce the veil of the night. A man of force and mystery untold, in his presence the ocean turns cold. He's not of the world above, but of the sea where he's learned to love. A sovereign in his dark domain, with a heart that harbors pain. Spoke of life renounced, of battles left behind. The sea, his only refuge, where his freedom he would find. The Nautilus, his sanctuary deep, a haven from the world's cruel tides. In the ocean's vastness, he chose to keep all humanity's grief denied. Freedom came with chains. For us the price was clear. We never returned to the world above. No land would we draw near. Prisoners in his realm of blue, bound by secrets untold. Our lives, like the tides, would forever be controlled. Thinker caught in awe by the wonders beneath the sea. Yet he trembled at the iron law that kept them far from free. Conseil ever loyal by his master's side, in the depths he stood tall. But Ned Land, with fury in his eyes, planned to break the Nautilus through the ocean's deep.
journey like no other begun. With all we watched the wonders creep, yet feared we could not be undone. Under the command of that restraint, we face the unknown tide. With hearts that beat in restless change, on a course we could not find. In the depth where light won't reach, the Nautilus glides with silent grace. A marvel of the modern age, a ship that's found its secret place. With engines that hum like a heartbeat's drum, it dives to where no soul has been. Powered by currents of electric dreams, in a world untouched by men. Air that's fresh with no need to rise, hold strong against the ocean's might. A vessel built to defy the sea and conquer the endless night. Here where pressure should crush and kill, they breathe in comfort, safe and warm, as the ocean's dark, mysterious thrill becomes their shelter from the storm. Life aboard the Nautilus, a world of wonders few have seen. The coral gardens and forests deep, in waters cool, serene. They witness nature's hidden face, from bioluminescent dreams to shadows that dance in the darkest place, where danger lurks unseen. In the library with tomes of old, a Ronax finds a place to think, surrounded by wisdom stories told in the quiet where thoughts can sink. The grand salon, a window view, shows the ocean's vast domain, a room of peace yet filled with fear for freedom's loss they can't regain. Through diving suits they walk the floor of oceans vast and unexplored, among the wrecks of ships of yore and creatures that the depths have stored. The colors blaze in vivid hues, the sea's own gallery of life, yet every step brings closer views of both wonder and strife. Will, a captive song, no surface life, no way to flee. His word the law beneath the sea. That land with restless heart and hand plots his escape, a daring plan, yet all are bound by Nemo's chain, as the ocean whispers its refrain. Aboard the Nautilus, a world of wonders few have seen. Through coral gardens and forests deep, in waters cool, serene. They witness nature's hidden face, from bioluminescent dreams to shadows that dance in the darkest place, where danger lurks unseen. Where danger lurks unseen. Where danger lurks unseen. Captain Nemo calls us down to where the ocean whispers sound, to Crespo's forest deep and wild, where nature reigns both fierce and mild. On extremes of life below, where secrets of the deep can grow. Get and console with hearts unsure, prepare to face the ocean's lure.
subside. Floating free, we move as one underneath the hidden sun. In the forest where the seaweed sways, we drift through dreams in liquid haze. Like from above, a ghostly glow. In a world where only shadows grow. But beauty hides in the darkest deep, where danger wakes from ancient sleep. In Crispel's woods we tread with care, for every marvel a thread lies there. Tall and grand the seaweed trees, their fronds like arms they ride the breeze. A canopy of green and gold, in waters still and cold. The floor beneath a living spread of coral reefs in purple red. Algae sponges, colors bright in the ocean's endless night. Fishing schools of silver light dart through the sea in patterns tight. Lobsters crawl with armored grace in this quiet hidden place. Octopuses change their hue in shades of pink, green and blue, while creatures strange and wondrous dance in the ocean's endless night. But all too soon the time is nigh to leave the forest, say goodbye. Nemo leads us to ascend to where our journey might end. A Ronax with no bow and awe has seen the ocean's ancient law. Ned Land, still yearning to be free, is moved by what he's come to see. With a menacing speed, giant squids, the stuff of legends indeed. Eyes glowing bright in the dim ocean light, tentacles writhing, a fearsome sight. The crew stands ready, hearts filled with dread, as the monstrous squids close in ahead. Captain Nemo shouts, prepare for the fight. The weapons are ready, the crew holds tight. A Ronax, Conceal, and brave Ned Land stand together, a determined band. The squids attack with terrifying force, tentacles wrap trying to change our course. The Nautilus shudders, the hull on a string. The crew fights back, but it's all in vain. In the depths of the sea where the giants roam, the battle rages far from home. Tentacles thrash and the hull does groan. In the heart of the ocean we're not alone. Ned Land with his harpoon, a warrior bold, strikes at the squids, his courage untold. Wounds them deeply, they release their grip, but more ride the upstart to tip. The crew fights on with knives and spears. Against the squids they face their fears. The ocean's depths, a battlefield grim. The struggle for survival, a desperate hymn. They turn the tide. Squids retreat with nowhere to hide. Ink and blood stain the water around. Victory's cry, a triumphant sound. Captain Nemo with a heavy heart mourns the loss of life torn apart. In the deep, danger's always near. The battle's end, a reminder clear. In the depths of the sea where the giants roam, the battle rages far from home. Tentacles thrash and the hull does groan. In the heart of the ocean we're not alone.
Through the deep, the Nautilus sails, led by Captain Hearts and Trails, to the place where legends sleep, Atlantis lost beneath the deep. Columns rise, grand and tall, silent echoes of a distant call. Statues stare with eyes of stone, a fabled past now overgrown. Marine life dances through the ruins in this world where time's undone. Fish weave through the ancient walls where coral wraps the hallowed halls. The men stand silent in awe and fear, a civilization once held dear, now swallowed by the ocean's grace, a fleeting glimpse of a lost race. Oh, the vastness of the sea holds mysteries we cannot see. A city's fall, a world's demise. Beneath the waves the truth lies. Fragile are the works of man compared to nature's mighty hand. Atlantis whispers from the deep, in the oceans our secrets keep. Grand temples rise from the ocean floor, memories of what came before. Statues stand frozen in time, marks of a world once sublime. They walk through shadows, tales untold, a splendor lost in stories old. Each step they take a solemn prayer for what was and what's still there. The ocean's depths, a hidden world where ancient histories unfurl. Atlantis now a solemn grave in the heart of the ocean's wave. A monument to rise and fall to the impermanence of all. The men reflect, their spirits stirred by the silent tales they've heard. Oh, the vastness of the sea holds mysteries we cannot see. The cities fall, a world's demise. Beneath the waves the truth lies. Fragile are the works of man compared to nature's mighty hand. Atlantis whispers from the deep, in the oceans our secrets keep. In this world beneath the tide, where time and history coincide, the stories told, the lesson learned of how the tides have always turned. For in the sea where wonders reign, we find the truth in man's refrain. Atlantis calls a distant song, in the deep where it belongs. Time and history coincide, the stories told, the lesson learned of how the tides have always turned. For in the sea where wonders reign, we find the truth in man's refrain. Atlantis calls a distant song, in the deep where it belongs. Captain Nemo, with heavy heart, leads us to where the sea's tears start. In a coral grove, so calm, so deep, lies a place where the lost ones sleep. Beneath the waves, in the ocean's grace, we find their final resting place. Through muted light, in water still, we reach the graves, cold and chill. Coral blooms like frozen fire, marking stones with no names, no pyre. Nemo walks with purpose clear, each step a burden, every breath sincere. The ocean whispers, soft and low, as we move through this graveyard's glow. Oh, the sea, a cradle and a grave, where the living and the lost find way. In the depths where shadows play, life and death, they meet halfway. For Captain Nemo, the sea's embrace is both his refuge and his resting place. The ocean whispers, soft and low, as we move through this graveyard's glow. In the ritual steps, the crew descends to lay another to the ocean's ends. No words are spoken, only deeds, as the sea fulfills their final needs. Fish circle round in silent prayer, the water's still, a sacred air. In this secluded, haunted space, even death has found its place. Nemo's gaze, so often stern, now reveals a sorrow's burn. In the coral's arms, his pain concealed, a heart so wounded, never healed. This burial, a quiet plea, a glimpse of his humanity. For in the deep, where secrets keep, even captains sometimes weep. Oh, the sea, a cradle and a grave, where the living and the lost find way. In the depths where shadows play, life and death, they meet halfway. For Captain Nemo, the sea's embrace is both his refuge and his resting place. The ocean whispers, soft and low, as we move through this graveyard's glow. In the ocean's heart, where all things end, we find the sea's eternal blend of life and death in quiet flow, a place where only silence knows. For Nemo, the waves are all he's known, a world beneath where he's alone. The coral cemetery stands as proof of the ocean's gentle, endless truth.
And ignite the Nautilus ventures course set tight through frozen waters past towering walls. Captain Nemo leads when no man calls. Farther south than any dared to roam, where the ice and sea make a deadly home. The crew shivers as the tempers fall, yet in the desolation they hear his call. In this barren land, where the sun won't rise, the world is a maze of ice-bound ties. The sea a mirror, reflecting their fate, as they push towards the pole. Too late to wait, to wait. With every breath the pressure grows, the walls of ice begin to close. But Captain Nemo, undeterred and bold, drives on through the perilous, unforgiving cold. Underneath the icy veil, the Nautilus caught no way to sail. The air grows thin, the fear sets in, as death looms near and the frigid spin. Panic rises, hearts beat fast. Will this breath be their last? In frozen silence, hope seems frail, trapped beneath the icy veil. But Nemo's eyes hold a steely glare. In the face of doom, he does not despair. A plan takes shape, a desperate fight to break through the ice, to reach the light. The crew, with trembling hands and minds, works through the fear that tightly binds. Every resource, every bit of might, poured into breaking free from night. The engines roar, the steel protests. The Nautilus groans but never rests. With all their strength, they push and tear through the ice that holds them in its snare. The moments stretch, the minutes die, but through the cracks they see the sky. And with a final mighty thrust they break the surface air in their lungs at last. Beneath the icy veil, the Nautilus caught no way to sail. The air grows thin, the fear sets in, as death looms near and the frigid spin. But through the struggle, through the pain, they rise again, they breathe again. No longer trapped, they tell the tale of breaking through the icy veil. Antarctic's might, they felt the world's unyielding fight. Yet Nemo's will and the crew's resolve saw them through the icy sprawl. They learned the sea's most brutal truth in a harsh and endless pursuit. The elements rule despite man's claim, but bravery and grit can stake a name.
Dark secrets hide. A warship looms on the ocean's crest, unaware of the danger in its peaceful rest. Nemo's eyes burn with a hidden flame as he spies the flag, the emblem, the name. Memories of pain and a world's cruel hand fuel the rage that he can't withstand. The crew stands ready, no word is said, for they know the path their captains led. In the shadows of the deep, the Nautilus waits as the warship drifts towards its fate. Nemo's heart, a vessel of grief and wrath, guides him down this deadly path. With vengeance brewing, his pulse a storm, the surface world must now conform. Attack comes the order, sharp and clear. The Nautilus surges, no hint of fear. Through the depths, with deadly grace, it rams the warship, leaves no trace. A sudden crash, the hull gives way. The sea engulfs in cold dismay. The surface world must Time's relentless bends. The warship shatters under the blow, a mortal wound from the depths below. Men scream in terror, the waters rise, a graveyard foaming before their eyes. No mercy shown, no lives are spared, as the ship descends, cold and ensnared. Nemo watches with a frozen stare, as the ocean claims its final share. In the wake of vengeance, silence falls. The Nautilus drifts through the deathly halls. Nemo's rage has quenched its thirst, but in this victory lies a curse. For Oronax, the horror's clear. Nemo's wrath is what they must fear. A man unchained from the ties of race, as the ocean clues they now must taste. This act of war, this sinking dread, marks the path where Nemo's led. Detached from life, from humankind, a soul in darkness, lost, confined. His war against the world above has taken all, even love. In the depths where light is dim, they see the shadows closing in.
In the silent depths, a shadow grows, the Nautilus drifts where no one knows. But beneath the waves, a plan takes shape, for Oronax conceal and then must escape. Nemo's mind, once sharp and clear, now clouded by his darkest fear. His mission turns to madness cold, and the crew feels the terror unfold. Ned speaks first with a voice of dread. We must leave or we'll end up dead. Oronax listens, torn within, but the danger now is sinking in. The captain's rage, the ocean's grip, a fate too dark for them to slip. The thrill is gone, the fear is real. The time has come for them to seal. They plot their course with careful hands, a boat prepared for distant lands. In the shadows they make their way, for freedom waits at break of day. Underneath the watchful eyes, they gather strength, they stifle cries, waiting for the chance to flee from the depths to the surface, to be free. The Nautilus hums with a heavy heart, as the crew feels the fabric start to part. Nemo's gaze, once strong and bright, now lost within an endless night. His orders shot, his temper frayed. The once calm sea now feels like a blade. The crew moves on with silent dread, with growing fear as the moment of truth draws near. The air is thick, the silence loud. The tension hangs like a heavy shroud. Each step they take, each glance they steal, the weight of fate they start to feel. For in the night, when all is still, they'll make their break against their will. The clock ticks down, the fear grows strong. They know they can't wait for long. Every creak, every sound echoes through the submarine ground. The plan is set, the die is cast. Their only hope, this chance must last. For freedom calls from the distant shore, but can they reach it? They're not sure. Where waves take flight, the Nautilus caught in the storm, a final chance to flee the norm. Megalon accent concealed, their hearts beat fast, their faces pale. The storm is wild, the sea is fierce, but freedom calls, the time is near. Nemo's eyes a distant gaze, lost in thoughts of darker days. But for the three, escapes in sight, to leave the depths to seek the light. They slip away, thunder roars, their small boat cast from metal doors. Into the storm they row with might, fighting waves through endless night. Winds howling, waves crashing down, the boys lost, they nearly drowned. But in their hearts the flame still burns, for freedom's taste the spirits yearn. Through the darkness, through the gale, they cling to hope that will not fail. The storm may rage, the sea may churn, but they'll survive, they'll soon return. So tall it breaks their hold, they're thrown into the ocean cold. The sea engulfs, the storm takes reign, it seems their fight has been in vain. But as the dawn begins to break, the storm retreats, the waters break. They grasp the wreckage, holding tight, against the currents they still fight. Then from the next ship appears, a beacon in their sea of fears. They're pulled aboard, safe at last, the nightmare fading in the past. On solid ground they catch their breath, escaping now the jaws of death. The Nautilus, now just a dream, sinks back into The marvels gained, but at what cost? Nemo's fate, a mystery still. A man consumed by iron will. His genius bright, his sorrow deep. His secrets now the sea will keep.